Hello and welcome. In today's video we'll be sharing another amazing camera raw preset, the Moody green color grading preset, and on top of that we'll be sharing our secret on how to make the colors in your image pop using the camera calibration section of the camera raw. So stick around, and with no further ado, let's get started. Let's load the preset. Voila, amazing result. Now we take an overview of every section and how it affects this image. First of all, let's toggle the eye icon here to see what each section does to the image. In the basic section, you can see the before, the after. Basically, in the basic section, we increase the dynamic range of the image and do some things to the saturation and vibrance. In a while, we go deeper, but first of all, let's have a general overview of every of the sections. Before, after, for the curve. You can see little to nothing is done in the details. In the color mixer section, a lot is done to the hue, saturation of the image. The color grading section, the blue in the shadows added in the color grading section. For the effects section, I think majorly it was adding a vignette. Yeah, that's it, adding a vignette. So now let's have a deeper look at every of this section to see the sliders that were pulled. So for any reason you are not able to get this preset for free, you can dial in the values in your camera raw and save it and use it for any image you find it suitable or fitting, or any image you want to give this moody green look to. So in the basic section, you can see the sliders here. The exposure was taken up because this image was underexposed from the shot. Try to get everything right from when you're shooting, but most times we are humans and we are bound to have errors. So shooting on raw saves us from disaster of shooting with errors. So make sure you shoot on raw so that you can come to your camera raw to tweak things to your taste and move things around, balance things and stylize things. So shooting on raw is very advisable. You can see we exposed the image, took down the contrast, the highlights we took it down almost to 100. This minus 99, just to bring more details in the highlight. And the shadow, you can see we took it up to bring details in the darker side of the image. And you can see what we did to the white. Just what we did to the highlights is exactly what we did to the white, and we did nothing to the black because we know we'll be training other things in the curve section. And for the texture, you can see what we did. We took it up a little bit, +4, clarity -10, the haze +12. For the vibrance and saturation, we took them down to give this image a less vibrant color, just to make it go towards the moody green look we are looking for. And that is basically what we did in the basic section. From the basic section, we go to the curve section where a lot of magic happened. You can see we created this S curve, the popular S curve, to add a contrast to the image. But you can see what we did here. We took up the black a little bit just to stylize the contrast and make it more pleasing. For the red, this is what we did, another S curve with a little variation. The green and the blue. So for the curves, you can see the before and the after. A lot happened in the curve section, so make sure to try to study it and try to replicate it. Yeah, the curve is a very powerful tool in photo editing, so try to know it and master it. If you want us to make a video detailing how the curve work and all that, you can let us know in the comment section. From the curve we go to the details. I think basically the color noise reduction was, I think, what we increase plus 25, if that is not default, or is it the noise reduction? Yeah, something around that. But you can see that nothing really happened there, nothing noticeable happened there. So that's it for the detail section. The color mixer section is where a lot of things happen, a lot of twerking, a lot of moving of sliders. You see in the luminance section of it, the reds at -20, orange -8, yellows, green, aqua, blues, purples, and magentas. The saturation section, you can see the value for yourself, and in the hue section you can also see the values for yourself. This is the before, this the after. From the color mixer section, go to the color grading section. Here we only tweak the shadow. You can see the hue at 221, that is 221. It's actually a blue hue. The saturation of the shadow at 11, the luminance at -10, and the blending from 50 to 70. Before, after, just to cool the image a little bit. From there we go to the effect section, where we added vignette -24, midpoint to 45. This is the before and this is the after. Let's take a look at the general before and after. This is the before, this is the after. Amazing transformation. This preset is a pro preset used for color grading your image and giving it amazing look. And that's it for the overview. From there we go to the secret. Yeah, the calibration section is a very, very powerful and underrated section of the camera raw. Here a lot happen because here you can see the red primary, the green primary, and the blue primary, and every color in the image is made up of these three sections: the red, the green, and the blue. These are the colors that make up every other color in the image. So how do we pop this image? You can come to the green primary and increase the saturation, and then to the blue primary and also increase the saturation, not too much. Make sure while tweaking your sliders you don't overdo things, so that you don't mess up with things beyond recognition, like you don't push things out of reality. And for the red primary, you can tweak the red majorly to tone the skin tone of the image. So let's take a look at the before and after of this. This is the before. Look at the image. This is the after. A pop, a very little subtle pop that adds more beauty to your image. So you can go on and use it for every of our image, but the value of the saturation will vary from image to image. You can see we only saturated the green primary and the blue primary, because saturating the red primary would oversaturate the skin tone and make it look unpleasant. So just target the green primary and the blue primary and saturate them, and that's it. check the description section for more details on how to get the preset for free. You can check our Instagram homepage, link in the description, where you get a link to our link tree where you find these and other presets for free. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Like this video to encourage us to put out more free content. Leave your opinion in the comment section. And that's it for this video. See you in another video. Thank you.